All right, we're recording.
For
We
real
finally
this time.
got the
We did
perfect,
it.
the perfect audio, the perfect subtitles.
Let me
And
turn the
you,
audio
you,
off.
you know what to do here, listeners. On
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play the movie. All right, you're more or less
All
synced up,
right,
I
there we
guess.
go.
Holy cow! I didn't think they would show his twig and berries this early, but they really dropped it on us.
Warner Brothers. Hey, remember Warner Brothers?
The
R.I.P.
famous IP owners.
Yeah, they really did it. We're lucky that we got this movie before it got deleted from the internet.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with that. Like you can just destroy a movie for tax reasons. That
You
seems
you know you know
pretty
a few
good.
years ago when like MySpace deleted like 1,000 songs. It was like MySpace was still archiving a bunch of stuff that had been put on there, but one day they were just like, and deleted like 10,000 songs that had just been uploaded to MySpace. Everyone in the entertainment industry saw that and was like, cool. It's like, okay, we'll do that from now on.
What if we could destroy things? So what do we got here? This is a shot of I don't know Britain, Brie.
Breton.
Yeah, it's just like a grimy place. There's Peter Jackson with his carrot.
Oh,
Got
this is the one with Stephen Colbert.
Wait, what? Really?
Stephen Colbert's in like half a second of this. I forgot about that.
Wait, for what? What is
I
he?
don't know.
Okay, last movie it was the barrels. This movie, Stephen
Oh
Colbert
man,
is actually in the third one, and we're going to be
he better
looking for him the
be
whole
in this.
time.
I don't want to make that mistake again. The prancing pony.
Is that
Look, it's
Aragorn?
Aragorn.
Same, same joke. Same stupid joke. He's not that short. There's a human guy who's shorter than him in the same shot.
Yeah.
They needed to make him shorter if he's going to be a dwarf. Is Alex okay? Are those olives?
They're fantasy olives.
Where's the Mediterranean in this world? Where? I think these are the same rough and tumble guys from the first movie, also. So this might also be a callback.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't remember a we watched the movie what, 2 months ago? I
This
don't
is
remember a single
no,
thing
I mean
from
like
it.
the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, well, I haven't seen those in like a decade, so
Also, this is the same reaction of like a guy who never takes public transit when like just like somebody gets on the train.
yeah.
You know, they're like, "What are they doing?
Yeah.
How are they trying to screw me?" I don't know about you, but I cannot see any subtitles here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not going to pause the movie, but
No,
you
don't.
know,
Yeah. I
if
guess I must have closed it.
size. It's all caps, which is really good.
Yeah. And again, it's like 5 seconds beforehand, so it's not gonna make any sense.
Sorry, he
Um,
went here because somebody said they saw his dad.
yeah, sure, why not? Makes as much sense as anything else. This is a flashback, right? That's what we're
Yeah.
supposed to be getting from this? Okay.
Also, I don't think his dad. Did Gandalf get less stuff than him?
We use set dressing and props in the scene to show the character's humility, you know. That's really what filmmaking is all
They're not
about.
eating it.
Well, you don't want to do that because you eat in, you take a bite in one scene and then you got to chew the next 5 times we take this.
Yeah. It's probably all CGI anyway.
Yeah. And again, I don't think this version that I have is the soap opera 60 frames per second version, or did they stop doing that before the second one? I completely forgot.
I remember the barrels making me actually sick because they were.
Well, the barrels was in the last movie, so
Oh my god. They should have put a barrel scene in every one of the movies, and like there's growth. Like in the first one, they're like, "Whoa,"
Right.
and then
Like a
okay,
like a
he. This is the opening to Treasure Island. This is not the. They're just doing a different movie.
they were halfway through making it. They forgot.
I realized I was trying to watch Treasure Island for whatever reason, and I realized there's like no canonical good adaptation of it. You got
Well, the Muppets.
the Muppets one, yeah, but I couldn't find that for watching it free online. I mean, purchasing it
which
legally.
which makes it non-canon. Yeah.
Yeah,
HBO got to
the
it.
stone. They're bringing up the stone again.
I like how we're having this like get the heist together meeting at the start of the second movie.
Yeah, didn't
Oh,
12 months later.
12
Good.
record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation.
He looks CGI'd in that scene. He looks faker than the fake orc. This guy just looks like a guy at the gym, you know?
Thank God I I I well they're making new Lord of the Rings movies now, and I think they're just gonna like give up and make every orc Dave Bautista do what they did for the Willy Wonka remake, where one actor just played all of the Oompa Loompas. Just get Dave Bautista in straight up the Guardians of the Galaxy
Just
makeup and copy paste that for all the orcs.
that would kind of be innovative. I like that. If you just sort of like see some scenes of Batista interactions, you know. I mean, the orcs they come out of those big gooey eggs,
Yeah,
right? They're like bad
as does
elves or
Dave
something.
Bautista.
Do they go in the barrels like right now?
I don't think so. When I to be honest, when I was scrounging around looking for a scene with dialogue, I did find it, and it's like 50 minutes into the movie. It's so far into it.
Like a bear? He knew there's a big bear.
And they're just trying to find a dragon, right? That was the story from the first one.
They got to get the Arkenstone so they can power the Tony Stark suit with it.
They gotta get the Triforce.
He will help us or he will kill us. I love that there's like storytelling agency when they say that they don't have any choice at all and they have to just go to this guy's house and they might live and they might die.
Yeah.
It really gives me a sense of adventure when there's only one thing you can do and it's totally random.
It's great. It's the prophecy plot mechanic, but without the actual prophecy.
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is the barrel scene
I
because
wish
this
I
this
wish
is
that
this is
that
starting to
fucking
get
guy
pretty,
dies.
yeah.
I don't want to see him anymore. He's too CGI'd. So, do they meet up with the bird shit wizard here?
They
Or did they
that
is this where he
that
lives?
was last movie, right?
Yeah, that guy's in all the movies. He's in the poster for this movie, actually. Like, oh yeah, what a big pull.
I'm always whenever I think about that guy, I always mistake him from the scene in one of the Narnia movies where Santa Claus shows up.
Wait, I thought that was like they put it in the movie too.
Yeah, I think it was in the first movie because I don't know that I saw the other ones, but
Why is Gandalf not helping? Isn't he magic?
they forgot how to make the tall people interact with the little people, so their shots are just completely separate.
Yeah, that's just a broom. His name is Acorn.
I should have got I should have got the funny subtitles. Damn it.
The bear is unpredictable.
I have a shirt. I should have worn my shirt. I have a shirt of of the sign that they leave in national parks on what to do with bears. It's like be in groups of three, make a lot of noise, always carry a bear spray.
Is that good? Why three? Two is not
Um,
enough to take down a bear.
One makes you, I believe, more like it makes you seem more vulnerable,
I
which
know
makes sense.
one, but why not two?
Bears look at us the same way we look at bears, where it's like, how many of those do you think I could take? And we say one small one, and they're like, four, I think. So, you know,
Three plus.
three gets you safe.
So what is this guy gonna fight the orcs? Attack them. Kill them.
No,
No,
we shouldn't kill them while they sleep.
because there's a bear there. I don't want to. They have like 30 guys. They could kill one bear. We'll kill them in the barrel scene. Is this another tougher orc?
Oh yeah, he's got
They're
extra armor.
gathering
He's
in pee
leveled
pee
up.
poo poo. This guy paid for the cosmetics. Did they make his like lines creasier in this one?
I don't
The
know.
creased guy, cut guy.
All the all the orc scenes look like pre-release video game trailers. Like
Yeah,
new World of Warcraft expansion.
I could see it as like Skyrim DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is this guy not beat? They've been running for their life. Yeah, I'll just wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, he's got to put on
Oh
his
yeah, he has the
cocaine
ring.
ring. Hmm.
Subtitled "The Rings Conversing in Black Speech."
Y'all ever notice how white people
It's
wear the ring like this? Black people wear the ring like this?
it's the "I speak jive" scene from Airplane.
Yeah, because it has some elven name, but it's like it's the black speech, right?
Sure, man.
That's
Sure.
what they said in the movie. That's what they said. It's lore. It's lore. You can't get mad about it because it's lore.
This looks like such a sick Dark Souls level. My God, look at it. It's all vertical. I can see there's items everywhere. You could jump from one space to another.
It's funny that you mentioned that because although you constantly are seeing mountains and stuff in this movie, I don't think anybody actually goes up and down at all. There's like a climbing shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody's on a flat level and then there's a panned out shot and they're just up or down. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Because it's all
that makes
fake,
sense.
right? There's nothing to stand there.
Because it's all it's what I now call the Disney square, where there's a square of like towns and shops and like sand maybe, and then you can just see the walls of slime. Like you can so clearly see in this scene the difference between the blocks that are that they're walking on
Yeah,
and the stuff in the
exactly.
background.
They're like, yeah, we'll make something physical for those. He's outsourcing his biggest job. Isn't this guy have a personal vendetta? I thought that was his whole thing.
I don't know.
Groaning.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd be groaning too.
Oh, this is the worst
I
Animorphs book.
I am groaning. He looks like he's doing a dance. He was like he was doing
Damn,
the dance
I
from This
wanna
Is
live.
America for like 2 seconds. Is that where it's from?
Eat the goat. Pick him up. Put him back down.
Okay, I'm glad there was no issues whatsoever with this guy. Oh, it's
So
a
Martin,
honeybee.
Martin, in this scene, you're gonna be asleep, and then wake up, and there's a bee on your nose, but it's like a big bee, but not too big,
Anyway, you
but
won't be scared
big.
about it. It's fine. You aren't even gonna do anything.
It's so sad continuously watching Martin Freeman realize that he's better than this, and then realize again that he's probably not, and get back into it. What famous person is this?
Is he famous?
This seems like the role that you put like I don't know John Hamm and like a thousand things of makeup and say that was John Hamm.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell. I mean, we're joking around, but that's what they did with the dragon later.
Yeah, the Sherlock Watson reunion. He's
Isn't he just a guy? Is he a different species?
I don't know.
Why would this guy know this?
Would you would you believe that this actor is a guy from New Zealand?
That makes sense. They just picked him up off the street.
Yep.
I thought it said fell things creep beneath those tires. I thought they were gonna have a Jeep scene. They should have a Lord of the Rings where they go through Mirkwood and they meet like Colonel Kurtz or whatever. There's just a guy who's like got like 40 orcs working for him.
They still got time in the TV show,
That's true, yeah.
or, or as Amazon calls it, the money black hole.
Is it making money?
I don't
I
know.
don't understand how shows make money, I guess.
I think I did the numbers on it, and every episode of that Lord of the Rings show cost half a Thursday night football game.
They
And now
sell tickets to
they're making
those.
more movies. So
This guy's got a whole spread. Where did he get all this stuff? You're not telling me that he's going out and picking ginger and crystallizing it in his house. You know what I mean?
that's what the bear likes to do.
The bear goes and collects cane sugar and refines it. This isn't Minecraft. They said they were never going to reach the forest, and then they just got horses.
Oh, were
Was
you?
it?
Yeah.
They were never going to reach it on foot, and that guy had 13 spare horses.
Just as a screenwriter, I really love problem solving, putting my characters into situations and figuring out how do we address this, how do we get them to the forest? Maybe they have a horse friend.
Maybe they conveniently find the exact thing they needed.
This is a really interesting movie to watch in the early days of the writer's strike because it is like AI generated storytelling. So it really paints a bleak picture of the future.
Yeah, AI is great because normally you'd have to rewrite a script about 500 times to get it this bad. But with AI, you can get it this bad on the first go. I do like how most forests in movies are modeled after eastern forests in the U.S. instead of western forests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I
funny.
think I think I know why though, because you do one in a Western forest and everyone's just like, that's Endor. You just did Endor. And it's like, fuck, well, fine.
I think also because eastern forest is like, yeah, you just go between the trees, you know? A western forest, it would be like, oh, I can't get anywhere. I guess our great adventure stops here.
Yeah, if you make a movie about a Western forest, it's about someone trapped in a Western forest. Oh no. Graffiti delinquents.
The High Fells. We are introducing new characters and locations at a at an unprecedented rate.
Now
Also, we skipped
here's a
over, but we did meet a guy who was a ghost.
yeah, he's fine. The question here that I think is very important, and I think is actually a lot harder, is how much time do we think has passed in this movie so far? I'm not looking at any clocks. I don't see the timestamp.
Oh, um, 30
My
minutes.
my guess is 30 minutes,
Okay, what is it really?
but it might be 10 and it might be 50.
Do we get to look?
20.
Ugh.
Oh no.
At
Oh
least it
no,
wasn't
we're in
10.
trouble. We're in trouble.
What did you find? Ooh,
I,
my
I,
courage! I found my courage!
oh, this really is Zelda. What? That's the most pathetic cinematic rain I've ever seen. That is clearly an After Effects.
It's so good. Another reason they can't set the movie in a western forest.
Yeah.
Characters would actually get wet and experience consequences.
The very air of this forest is heavy with illusion.
Anyway, good luck.
I
I
think
know.
this is about the time that I fell asleep in the movie theater. I remember falling asleep during this movie really intensely.
I mean, this that makes sense. I wonder if they're going to stay on the path.
Is there one chance to find the hidden door? What?
That's where the Arkenstone is, behind the hidden door. You're not following this at all.
This is, again, this sounds like a Dark Souls tutorial.
Dark Souls wouldn't tell you about the hidden door.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is like a Assassin's Creed.
This movie would really benefit from waypoints. Just at some point in certain shots, there's a little dot that says they're trying to go here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, verticality.
Okay. All right.
We finally did it.
You know, I take it. I take everything bad I've said back. They did it. I got some turkey tail mushroom in there. My head, it's swimming. Uh-oh.
Well, go down.
They lost the path. I can't remember what happens here. They get saved. Oh, the
Oh, there's the
path is
path.
over here. It's not
That's
where
in-
they are. Why did they need to show us that? Why did we need to see that there was a path that they weren't on? Also, how did they get off the path? They just weren't paying attention?
That's a great question. It was cobblestone.
Yeah, it seems pretty easy. They're not doing a very good searching method. Don't they have to ever like all right, not how that works.
Yeah.
Don't they ever have to like search through paths underground? Did the spider just say that?
Are we now in a flashback? Why is it sepia tone?
He's being illused.
Oh man. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I think the spider takes him underground or something like that. Or
This
maybe
is-
I'm thinking of Limbo.
This is like I shouldn't have smoked on that dwarven pipe weed. Now I'm stuck in Mirkwood Forest or whatever. It's like, oh, is that a gag?
Yep.
The sun's right there. And the forehead tap.
Now everyone, you're gonna get into a scuffle, but nobody touch anyone's face.
Yeah.
The makeup
Oh my
and the
God.
prosthetics will rip off.
Or a hair. Just sort of like gently push each other around. That'll be sufficient, I think.
I like that these movies continue to be, again, Martin Freeman trying to escape.
Oh, the
Oh.
air. The air is so good. And the
Do
butterfly.
do do.
What is.
Do 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 do. Could you
The,
sing with all the
this shot
colors
is
of the
so
wind?
long. The river.
Which one
They're,
is the lonely one?
I guess it's that one because it's
That must be
alone.
that one, yeah.
Are these maple? What are we looking at here? Bilbo, they've all been eaten by spiders. You need to go into your mind palace.
That's Smaug. We don't get the Mind Palace until
Oh.
Smaug later on. They have to keep it consistent.
I think they need to decide if the character is going to be dirty or not. Because he's just slightly smudged. He's, you know. Ugh, great.
Oh man.
Ah,
That's me screaming.
that's definitely him in there. An incredible practical stunt done by Martin Freeman, who is whipped around inside a plastic bag 30 times in shooting the scene. The brain damage I suffered during that helped me get through the rest of the film, he said. It's the first scene they shot.
That's this trilogy's equivalent of the scene where Viggo Mortensen breaks his toe kicking a helmet
Yeah.
in the first trilogy.
Why did he pass out? We didn't see him get injected with anything.
He just got tired.
This is my truther thing. Give us the injection cut. Give us the injection
Again,
cut of the Hobbit.
we're not watching the extended edition. We're just watching the 161-minute theatrical cut.
Right, yeah. We're not getting all the really juicy stuff, like where a
Yeah,
spider goes around and individually injects poison into the dwarves.
as described by J.R.R. Tolkien. How many pages of the book do you think we've covered so far?
I don't know,
Ah, The Ring.
50? What is the total page count of the book? Is it? It
Don't
doesn't
know.
crack 200, does it?
I can't. Kids don't. I don't think kids even in the fucking 40s had that much patience. Hobbit.
The meat's alive, and why can he understand the spiders? Is that part of the ring?
Yeah.
Why
The
doesn't
ring.
Frodo
The,
use that later?
the ring became a MacGuffin and a plot device in the same way that like lightsabers do in the new Star Wars movies.
Wait, what
Or
do
it's
they
like,
use the lightsabers for? They don't just use them for fighting?
or it's like this lightsaber used to belong to Luke. It'll help you find him. It's like what?
Yeah, it's got his
It's got its scent.
it's got his orgons in it. You need to.
The Hobbit is 300 pages long. Holy shit.
Okay, well, you know. I think that
Fellowship
makes it
is-
worse
Fellowship is
that the battle is
479.
3 pages. Do these guys? Why do they talk like Gollum? Also, did they get Andy Serkis to do these guys?
Yeah, sure. While you're here.
Hey, Andy, we got a couple other projects. Could you get in the spider suit? Okay, you just named the sword. We just saw the name of the sword. Because the spider said it stings. And he named the sword Sting. Once again,
Wasn't what was the name of the Game of Thrones sword?
was
It was
it
something like that.
Stinger?
I gotta look this up. Again, another 1,000 things I'm probably confusing with Dark Souls. Arya sword. Needle. Yeah, that's about as dumb.
Needle. That sounds about right.
Do you think Warner just like I don't remember if the spider shit is in the book because I read the book when I was like 13. Do you think this spider scene is just like they took unused effects from Harry Potter? This
Like
this used to be this
they
used to be
had
the
cuts
Forsake
of.
this used to be the Forsaken Woods and they just replaced all the they just replaced all the humans.
It could be. I thought it was weird when he did the Expelliarmus in the last scene. Oh, it's a baby one or something.
Can the baby wear the ring? Because that'd be awesome.
I thought they were teasing that in this scene, you know? Like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
invisible
What
spider.
happens if like an ant crawls through the ring? Does it get the ring
It's
powers?
instantly destroyed. The might of the ring. He found his courage.
I can't say I'm a fan of Martin Freeman's stabby face at all.
Oh, he's evil.
Was he telling us?
Yeah, he was telling the viewer not to
He's
mess with
telling the
him.
viewer, "This is my ring," which I'm grateful for because I probably would have forgot. But again,
Breathing heavily.
oh, I've been stabbed.
Was he stabbed? Or did he stab? Oh, this ring. It's really good. We're clear.
Oh, is it? Are we supposed to be like sad because he killed a baby spider? I think that's what they were trying to do.
I'm not sad. That thing's
Oh, hell
horrible.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Is that really him? What percent of the shots of Legolas do you think he's really in there?
Oh God. Well,
He
in
doesn't look
there,
like that now, right?
no, no,
Like,
no.
what
In
part
there
is
a
his
fair
eyes?
amount. In there with other actors, uh, he might have met them all at the rap party. Like,
Like, but all that, like, sliding stuff, he's not doing that. That's not a
no, no,
human.
no, no.
That's where they're
That
gonna.
that that's why that's why he's in the new is he's in the Gran Turismo movie is because he learned about video games because that's how they controlled his character during these movies. Speaking of CGI sludge, the actress from Ant-Man is here.
She played Ant-Man.
She played the Wasp.
Oh, that's the thing. That's we Gimli. He's the guy in the other movie. Now we see why Legolas knew Gimli's name was Gimli because he had heard it before.
That's good. It's so sad that he came back for this.
They couldn't
It's
have
it's it's
picked
almost as
another
sad as him.
elf.
Yeah, it's almost as sad as him coming back for the Pirates movies. It's just like, come on, guys, give him a
Are
break.
they doing another one of those?
I don't know, probably not, right?
What if
Uh, uh,
they pull a Mad Max and they just get Tom Hardy in there instead of
uh,
you
I
know
don't think that's I don't think that's the way. I don't think culture's going the way you think it's going, pal. They're gonna hire Mel Gibson to
they're gonna make Mel Gibson Captain Jack
to be
Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow before they get Tom Hardy in this.
People love tall doors in this universe. You know,
Oh,
maybe
oh my goodness, this looks so bad.
this is the hub world. This is where you get the quests. There's an item shop down below. There's a room where you view your achievements. Is Elrond in this? Or he
I think
like
so.
I
He
already
was in
saw
the
it. He was
last
in the
one.
last movie. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Where is this one then? Which elf kingdom is this?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, this is where we meet the new guy. Yeah. Do you think this guy is younger or older than Orlando Bloom? He's supposed
um,
to be his dad in this movie.
young. Let's say younger, just to have fun with it. Oh yeah, these two have a
This is
romance.
the romance. Yeah. And what a
Yeah.
great opening line to show that this guy is romantic and has good intentions.
That's why he needed to be as tall as some humans.
No, but also the leader is as tall as
Oh,
some
quite tall
humans.
for a door. There we go.
Okay.
I feel
Uh,
bad for Evangeline Lilly because she does this where she has no purpose other than to be the romantic interest. She does Ant-Man where they put her name in the title, but that's a lie to the audience. And then she got some of the worst episodes of Lost handed to her.
wait, the
Just
the expository dwarf is speaking. He's telling
oh,
us.
sorry, excuse me. I wasn't paying attention. I need to maintain my ignorance to be mad at the plot later. This guy has Tom from Succession vibes.
Yeah. Attempted burglary. Ooh. Why does this guy care?
Uh, what's his name? Who's this
The
actor?
Arkenstone. The Arkenstone. They said it. They said the stone.
Oh man, every time I go to the um, Wikipedia for this series, I forgot that Guillermo del Toro used to be involved.
What was he gonna do? Was he gonna
Direct
play
it.
the Hobbit? Oh,
He was gonna direct it back when it was a two-parter,
that could be all right.
and so he still gets a bunch of um, uh, writing, I think, and producing credits. It's Lee Pace. That's right. I just saw him. I just
You just saw him?
he was one of the blue guys in one of the Guardians movies.
Oh, okay. I thought you just
He,
saw him like walking
no,
around.
yeah, no. We were hanging out. Oh, but I was gonna see if he's older than Orlando Bloom. I'm gonna say, yeah, definitely not older. Oh,
This is the
only 2 years younger. So
okay.
you know what? Elf logic, I'll take it.
Yeah. The Inferno shouts in Elvish. We don't get to hear what that is. Oh, he's secretly gross.
Why would what?
Because he fought a dragon.
Sure, man.
Are those guys just like listening to this whole thing? Just standing there, stock still? Are those statues or real guys? They're real
Oh, the
guys.
real guys, yeah.
Why are they arresting them? It doesn't really make sense. Oh man, that's I hate
That's
the
so
amount
sad.
of accents on the letters there when they had Dwarvish.
Yeah. Censoring swear words in fantasy language is the saddest thing. It would have been better for them to just bleep it.
Yeah, you don't hear that a lot in movies, just straight up bleeping out profanity.
That was what Scott Pilgrim did that. That was funny. It's always the like interrupted with a gunshot or with a hang or with a phone hanging up.
You're just saying in the shot they would have a guy with a phone just hanging it up when somebody's cursing, unrelated.
That see, even that would be more clever. I like how they they're using the ring not only as a plot device to hear what the spiders are saying, but also as a way to make sure that we don't need to film Martin Freeman with other cast members.
He's just like behind a pillar somewhere. She dies, right?
Sure.
I think
There's got to be a reason she's not in the original, so yeah, sure. Why
there
not
has
kill
to be
her?
a reason. I mean, I guess by that logic, all the dwarves die, right? So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. All the dwarves run on like Tinkerbell logic, where if the audience roots for them, then they get to live at the end. But since no one did,
is that
they
did that happen in Peter Pan? Did they
isn't
ask the
that
audience if she should live or die?
that's a part of the of Peter Pan like theatrical productions is like, oh, Tinkerbell's dying. She needs the help of all of us. Everyone, believe, clap your hand, yay! And then Tinkerbell comes back to life.
There could be like a 300-part Twitter thread about how that's like manipulative and ableist or something. Where did this guy get a little stone?
Oh, movie's about to answer your question.
Recut this with him with a fucking kendama.
With a fidget spinner.
That would, yeah, this is the right time, right?
I think this predates fidget spinners by like 2 years.
Damn. I do not remember when those were big.
Looking it up.
But I hear that you can make, it's like one of those things like the hustle grind set guys online are like buy fidget spinners on Amazon and sell them again for money.
Right. Sell into film productions. This movie came on this movie came out in 2013. Fidget spinners became a viral sensation in 2017.
So should he
We
be
we are
doing
becoming old.
do a water bottle flip? Like what should he be doing here?
2013 viral trends. Let's see. This would have been I would have been just about I would have been 17 just about to graduate from
Fidget spinner you.
top 10 memes and viral videos of 2000. 2013 was the year of the Harlem Shake.
He should be doing the Harlem Shake in the cell.
Grumpy Cat could have made an appearance.
Grumpy Cat was not 2013. Grumpy Cat is like 10 years spread.
Um, bad lip reading. The screaming goat cover of Taylor Swift's Trouble.
Well, obviously not all of these would translate.
Oh, the screaming goats would be funny. Well, no, actually, I take that back because they did put those in Thor 4 and it sucked. So I do take that back.
But that was way later. That was like last week.
Yeah. Um, Sharknado was 2013.
What did the rest of the prisoners think of these people just having a conversation? Because it's a huge open air thing, and they're talking with regular voices.
That's
Are they,
that's for that's for the digital artist to figure out.
we don't see them. Oh, I know what he thinks of it. He was
Just one guy in the back gutter room.
We're running out of. Oh yeah, yes,
Barrels. Yes.
yes, the
Setting it
barrel
up.
man. A big barrel of wine. No, it's a glass of wine. What's in the barrels then? Ooh, let me just take my big ring of keys and drink some wine. Ha ha ha. See, all these guys can talk and hear to each other.
Yeah,
Weird too.
like it would have been so easy to put like, oh, we put a sound barrier on the thing. We're elves, we have magic, who cares?
They should have poisoned them all into 100 years sleep. Oh, now they're worried about making a lot of noise.
Close the doors, it'll buy us more time.
Yeah, the
Hmm,
guards won't notice
I
that
don't
there's
see anyone
nobody
in
in
there,
here.
but the doors are closed.
These see-through doors in this prison. Well, I don't hear anyone breathing down there with my extremely sensitive elf ears, so this looks good to me. They must have all died.
They didn't make as many doors or and cells as there are dwarves in this. They had to have reused at least one of those doors in one of those shots.
They showed one of them had two dwarves in one cell.
Oh, well, that's how you do it then.
It does make like how often do these elf people in this forest that nobody can get through have to take, 10 prisoners?
Everyone, climb into the barrels quickly.
Tap X to climb into the barrels.
Peter Jackson was just like, I don't know, I don't fucking know how to get them out of the elf prison. This wasn't in the books. I don't know what to do. Start playing
Uh,
Donkey Kong.
let's say there's a bunch of barrels and a chute that the barrels go through. That
Doon
works.
doon 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 doon.
Yeah. Simeon Segway plays.
The bear guy comes back as a gorilla and starts throwing the barrels at an elvish Italian plumber.
Oh, this is too
Ye-
mechanized. Yes.
We
Oh,
did
they
it.
all died right there as they just sunk.
Well, time to get drunk.
They have one guy who keeps the keys. Hurry. What's he? He's
Oh, I forgot about his
stopping?
fucking feet.
Yeah, they really played it up. Oh, why would he slide like that?
Gross
Is
feet.
he
He's
greased?
he's he's got mud and shit.
The
Disgusting.
barrels didn't go down the river? Do you think they were thinking about the ride they were going to make?
Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure.
But they had some
I mean,
other
it
stuff
it,
too
it
that they had to
looks
grab
like
it.
a ride.
They had the GoPro shot of what it would really be like. Bilbo. Oh.
I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we did it.
Yeah, this had to have sucked so bad for everybody involved.
Yeah, but like they were doing it in like a like again, they're reusing shots of the same green screen and like 8 foot pool, you know?
You don't think they really carved out a river to. No, no, no. The one thing we could have. Yeah, this is like when you're doing like a travel mission and then you have to like get out to go do like a puzzle on land and
Oh
you go back to
yeah.
your barrels.
Awful.
Oh, well, I guess they're just doomed then, right?
Literal crabs in a barrel.
Did you get new armor? No, it's a different guy.
It's the guy
Slay.
with the eye, yeah.
They both have a weird eye, don't they?
Ah, man. One of them has a weirder eye,
Oh,
I
they left
think.
their huge lever unguarded.
Why would the orcs be attacking like
The
near the
elf
wine
compound,
cellar?
yeah.
Or not even why would they be attacking the compound? Why this part of the compound?
Well, let's see.
It was
As
was it
orcs,
their
we're
plan to
masters of
go in?
strategy, and we understand the most likely exit is barrel, the barrel route.
But why would they even be here to find people?
The orcs or the dwarfs?
That's a good question. But uh, I do want to take a moment to note that
He took an arrow
speaking
to the
speaking
knee.
speaking of 2013, he took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, it's really good.
Kill the she elf, guys! Come on.
Oh, really? We're really getting a lot of like bloodless shots of things going through people's heads and
You,
organs.
you can't say that now, man. We got the third movie. We got the Battle of Five Armies. You can't already be thinking that now, or else you're gonna die.
I watched unlike this movie, I watched a good movie. I watched RRR. Have you seen that?
I have not. I've seen. I saw the scene that won the Oscar of the song.
Oh,
Uh, but I haven't seen the rest of it.
well, it's a good movie, and there's like action stuff. But when somebody gets hit, like blood comes out.
That was actually a GoPro shot.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, we just saw one. Yeah, you can see.
Oh
That's
my god!
100% a GoPro shot. Anyway, sorry,
I thought
sorry.
they were being. Oh man, Red Bull sponsored a. Oh yeah, look at it. Oh,
Casey Neistat.
you can see the change in camera.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Maybe that looks better in 60 FPS where the whole movie looks like that, but
there's no way.
yeah,
60 FPS makes the CGI all look worse. I think it looks all like greasy.
yeah. Not that it doesn't look greasy now,
No,
but
no, yeah, it's
again, also I did watch Ant-Man Quantumania yesterday, so as much as I can criticize, at least there are things that are actual things somewhere.
that's true. Yeah, they really went to New Zealand to build this thing.
Yeah. Like all the mountain shots
Oh
that are
my
easy to
god, are you serious? Throwing a sword around? How did they know that that guy was going to need the sword?
Okay, wait.
Press X to cut the log.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I didn't remember this looking this bad.
Ugh. It's no.
Oh.
He does the rolling barrel thing.
Oh, and it's a oneer. Oh, they were really proud of this. Oh, this is actually Donkey Kong. Oh no.
So. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back.
He's the pot guy from Elden Ring.
Yeah.
This would look bad in the old God of War games.
Jumps back into a fresh barrel waiting for him for some reason. What? Yeah, in RR though, like there's a scene where a guy is getting whipped with a chain with spikes on it, which is about as
Oh,
bad as anything that's happened to people here. And
yeah.
there's like a lot of blood, and you're
Oh, I
like,
can
oh yeah,
imagine.
when people are hit by weapons, they bleed,
Yeah.
and I don't think that happens in any like Marvel movie. Certainly not here. None of these
No,
people,
no.
nothing,
Not
nothing's. He's jumping on
not
their heads.
yeah, we're not
This
none of that.
this is yeah, like I get the
Fucking
fights were
dude
cool in
perfect.
Lord of the Rings, but like most of the movie was not the fights. It's
Yeah,
like that was
and
the take
even like
home
the stuff
message.
where like elves were doing like pristine accurate elf shit. I haven't seen those movies in a really long time, but it seems like that stuff was like memorable in part because the rest of the film was so grimy and like it was a lot of like dark sword fights, whenever it would
Yeah.
get actiony and people like running on horses and going like rah, rah,
Well,
and
you
like
had like
gross orcs and makeup. And so it's like when Orlando Bloom comes in and he has nice hair and he's, you know, headshotting with an arrow, it's like, okay, like that's how that character moves. This one is just like, ugh, everything's gross.
yeah, everybody's either really there's no mistakes.
Yeah, right, yes.
Where is he going? Like I love this. I love this as a okay,
Also that's
yeah.
not Ian McKellen. No way. If that is Ian McKellen, that is
He's
elder
he
abuse.
yeah. It seems like they could have put this elsewhere. If I remember, he just goes in here and looks at a book.
Like I don't like. There's not a greater.
I want a gif
Yeah.
of him going "Po, po, 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 po," to start his staff. Po, 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 po.
It's like a video game where you shake the controller to start
Yeah,
the
he's got motion
flashlight.
controls on. He has to tilt the Wiimote to not fall off the slope here.
I at a certain point though, I do love that these movies are like Peter Jackson telling on himself because you very rarely get something like this where it's just like, oh, you forgot how to make a movie.
Why am
It's
I
like
here, Gandalf? That's awesome. That's so cool that he says that because I have no idea either. Also, he's a friend of the forest, but he has house sparrows in his hat.
yeah, that seems cruel.
Come on. I mean, house sparrows though. That's the invasive one.
Oh,
You don't
I
want
don't
that.
know.
You should have a song
I don't know
sparrow.
about I don't know about birds.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm pointing it out.
I know that this is going in the podcast feed for your extensive bird recap show, but
Yeah,
or
this
or,
is.
or
We're really just. It's too bad that we don't have the sound on because I'm sure the calls were wrong too.
oh yeah, 100%. They were either wrong or from New Zealand species, which is just as bad.
Oh, the ring wraiths have been summoned.
The ringers have been summoned to Eisendorn.
Who said it was human?
I.
Why were there tombs up there? Also, it was cool of them to go to that location and nothing happened there. They just
I know,
had
right?
a conversation that they could have had earlier.
And the conversation is the Lord of the Rings movies will eventually happen.
Gandalf, I can't leave them. They're in danger. I had to leave them to just go look and see that the tomb was empty. He couldn't have just acted as if it was empty.
No, you need to prove.
Like, okay, consider. Let's do some game theory here. You
Is
don't
this a
go to
is
the
this
tomb.
is this a new segment? Do we need your
Yeah.
transition music?
That guy should not be drinking that water. He's
Yeah,
gonna get
definitely not.
fantasy dysentery. The
Dysentery with an AE at the end. Yeah.
the tomb is empty, and you don't go. Okay, like that's bad, but you should prepare for that. You would.
Yeah.
The tomb is empty, and you do go. All right, now you know, but you wish you were back, and you
Yeah.
wish you didn't have gone. The tomb is not empty, and you went. Okay, great, but also you wish you were back there. The tomb. What did I? I don't even remember. Whatever it is.
The tomb is not empty and you're still there. There was never anything to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. You just either act like, what are you gonna do if it's not empty?
This is the trick that you always do when considering a decision, right? If you were in one situation, would you trade that to be in another situation? If you wanna take a job but you're
Uh-oh.
not sure, would you pay the job's money not to do the job's tasks, right? Would you pay the uncertainty, the good aim? Is this? Oh, I forgot that not Orlando Bloom was in this. Um,
Orlando Bloom Light. How far in are we? I feel like we're like 2 hours in.
oh, I'm gonna be very surprised if we've broken 60 minutes.
This is
Oh,
all
let's
before
see.
an hour.
We broke 60 minutes 30 seconds ago.
Okay. This is the barrel guy.
You stole my barrels.
You have to go on a quest to get the barrels back.
This is the guy that ends up taking out Smaug. This is that guy.
You're thinking of Bilbo Baggins.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right. My mistake.
We're simple merchants.
Trying to remember who this actor is.
Did you see that movie that came out with Mark Rylance where he was a tailor? It's called.
No, but also that could be any Mark Rylance role.
But no, he was a leading role. This is the notable thing. Anyway, they had a
I
trailer
saw
for
Bridge
it.
of Spies.
I saw a trailer which I somehow my algorithm made me watch 1,000 times, where he goes, "I'm just a simple tailor." It's
That
permanently.
that tells me a lot more about your algorithm than I think than I think it does.
It makes me. Then my algorithm wants me to watch Mark Rylance movies. I did like Bridge of Spies. It was good.
Yeah, I could see you liking that movie, definitely.
That goes in as one of the all-time classic dad films with
Oh
like
yeah, 100.
I think we did a Bridge of Spies Red October double feature.
Oh my God, hell
Um,
yeah.
for,
Yeah, that's
Also
that's what you
watched
want.
all the trilogy. Did you know it's a trilogy of the Da Vinci Code movies?
I did know it was a trilogy. I haven't seen a single one
Oh
of
man,
those.
some of them. Ian
I need to
McKellen.
I need to go on a Tom Hanks kick at some point because I haven't seen like Forrest Gump or Saving Private Ryan in a long time. I've never seen like Philadelphia or any of those or Castaway, and so I gotta go on that kick sometime.
There's lots of Tom Hanks movies. We
I
have watched
finished
so
I
many
finished
Tom
listening.
Hanks movies. Every time one comes on Netflix, it like moves to the like recommended for you like top slot.
He's been doing a lot of stinkers recently though, so I love the Mister Rogers one, but he was so bad in Elvis, man.
No, but he won an Oscar for best suit. What's going on in the actual movie here?
I don't know.
They
I'm,
got
I'm
this
still trying to
greasy guy.
I'm still trying to figure out who this guy is.
Is he an orc? Is this guy an orc?
Luke Evans. Oh, that's right. It's Owen Shaw from the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh,
It's Jason Statham's brother in the Fast and Furious movies. Probably the villain in the worst of the good ones, so he's got that against him.
they're ending it now. They're gonna.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
They're doing the last one.
Sure,
It's a
man,
must see.
obviously. Yeah. I'm so sad because usually when those movies come out, I'm in Portland and me and a bunch of people go to like the one movie theater in town that sells alcohol and is showing a Fast movie instead of whatever Marvel movie is out.
Is this Baghdad?
No, the last two times we did this for Hobbs and Shaw and for Fast Nine, and we had to go up to like North Portland.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was like it was a nice theater, but it was like all the McMinimans ones. Why
Laugh,
did
gags,
she?
body thuds. That's
Oh
That's
my
my
god, why is
review.
the body twitching? That's so fucked up, dude. After that entire bloodless action scene where we're gonna do a body twitching thing? Jesus Christ.
He cut his head off, but there's no blood there. It was just a clean. Maybe
That'd
the
be so
orcs.
funny if there was blood in that one scene, if it just spouted like a Tarantino movie.
Maybe they don't have any blood in them. They're like just like meat. They have hemolymph like a spider.
Yeah. It's all just ground chuck. Um, I love this shot because it's clearly two shots.
Yeah, that guy didn't turn around yet.
Yeah. Oh, and the one guy in the background, that guy was added in later. My God.
How did the orcs know military hand symbols? Like that guy did the like holding your hand up to say
I
stop.
didn't see that. That's awesome.
You think he just got offset at like Avatar 1 or whatever?
Yeah. He just saw I think like Zero Dark 30 came out around this time, so all the orcs are just really into that one.
They just reskinned a shot from that
Yeah.
movie, changed the background. I like the way he says that they found a way to cross the lake. Some new technology unknown to us orcs.
A boat. I forget. Have you seen the? Did we talk? We probably talked about this. Have you seen the Amazon show?
I saw one app.
Yeah. Uh, the it just made me think of the of the one raft that guy's on. I think it's in like the second or third episode, but there's just a single raft that one person has been like living on for a couple of weeks.
I think there's a real problem in fantasy of like how much space and food someone needs to live. Like a 5-foot raft
I can.
is
Well, I remember that's what people really liked about the early Game of Thrones seasons is that it was like, oh, like when a character needs to travel the length of a continent, they like take all that into consideration, and then at some point they just stopped doing that.
yeah. Well, they had dragons. They had to get people. They had to get the plot moving along.
And then and then in House of the Dragon, they're just like that happened off screen. Fuck you. That happened between episodes.
Well, they all. This would be a fantastic meme to cut in something else that all these dwarves are standing up and reacting to.
Man, he really in this costume, he really distractingly looks like Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean.
They gave him the same mustache and beard and haircut.
Yeah,
It's
that's fucked
intentional.
up, man.
They looked for a guy who's like, yeah, we need like a Legolas type. He's supposed to be like Legolas and Aragorn, right? That's like the.
I think so, yeah. Well, they were like, we can't have any of these idiots and dwarves be the guy in the action scene at the end of this movie. So we need to make someone up. We need to AI generate an action hero in a fantasy movie, custom create a player, and so we came up with Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is great. I mean, why not have the fish pouring scene
Yeah.
in hour 70 in minute 75 of 161.
I don't think we're at minute 75. I think we're still a little shy of that mark.
God damn it. Yeah, you're
I
right.
think you're getting ahead of yourself there.
We-
Hey, they showed a cormorant with the wrong wing angle in that last scene. That's fun.
I know. Get your sponsorship read for the
Get my
bird watching app.
yeah. I wish that'd be a pretty good. Although they probably have better. Oh no, they got a greasy guy here.
That's cool of them to give Mike Myers some work late in his career.
That would be. Why didn't they tap him for this?
Is that Andy Serkis?
Uh,
It kind of looks like no mocap Andy Serkis.
they're wasting him on this. Although I wish
Yeah.
that style of hat would come back.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Fantasy Priest, but it's Fantasy Bookkeeper.
He's trying the times are hard. Are these barrels two-sided? He did it.
No, I don't think so.
He did the military.
Again, this fish this fish tossing overboard scene was again a cut scene from Zero Dark 30.
I do like the design of the. Is that what's his face from Monty Python? Michael Palin. Um, I like the design of the guards' hats with like the little fur, very Hunnic.
Yeah.
So that's my good thing I'll say about this movie. We can get back to the
You know,
yeah,
we
pugs
can take
exist.
we can take off a sin.
Yeah.
Ding.
What do they got there?
Good. Good. We're doing this here.
Yeah.
We're doing this side quest.
It should cut around to the other side of the room and we see Martin Freeman here wearing the ring. We should not be allowed to see exposition unless
Yeah.
one of the Martin Freeman is witnessing it.
This again feels like a Pirates of the Caribbean scene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, you know what? The thing that I did remember about this movie was that it was the best of the trilogy because it like had some shit that was just like within the story of this city getting attacked by Smaug. So
Yeah.
maybe it's good. Mm. This sucks though. The music might be doing something to help out, but
Yeah, it's probably pretty funny at this point.
yeah. Do you
My-
hear the people sing this Len is bullshit?
They had the exact same bird landing animation in the last shot. They just replayed it in this one. It's the bargeman. Why do they call him a bargeman when he sails a boat?
But it's a fantasy boat, so it's a barge.
Was it a barge in the book?
I don't know, maybe.
This was not very subtle.
You didn't see them. They weren't here.
Yeah, he's a. Is that a Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan?
Finally.
Duh. How would he know?
Florence Pugh in Dune is going to be awkward. I guess if they made like a bunch of people that didn't seem like they would fit in sci-fi work in that first Dune movie, but they're really pushing it with Florence Pugh and Austin Butler and Christopher Walken in this new one.
They're gonna just get everybody up on the spice in real life.
Oh yeah,
That's why they had to take a break. They needed to generate the real life spice to feed the actors.
It's like how there was actual they caught actual aliens for Arrival. That same director.
And they really bombed Las Vegas for Blade Runner 2049. It's not there anymore. You know anybody who's been to Vegas? Fantasy
What the
toilet.
fuck?
Does they all just going in the lake? All the toilets empty into the lake? It empties into the deck downstairs? Oh, it's water? The water has a column? How does that... So there's like...
How does it flush?
It's a two-story house, and there's a column of water that goes down to the lake. And they're
That's not a
swimming
toilet.
up through the
That's not a
column.
toilet. That's a hole.
It's not a hole, though. I'm saying they've sealed it. The water is above the lake level in the toilet.
No.
You look like you've seen a wind lance. This is the expository dwarf.
This is bad. This is bad. The fact that we're doing this now. He he saw the weapon that we're going to use to kill Smaug later and thought about the last time he was there when a dragon destroyed a city.
Okay, only quest item 1 from quest item 2 will defeat the dragon.
Again, this is where visual waypoints would be useful.
Why does the dragon not simply attack the wind lance?
That's a great question. I never played the second Shadow of Mordor game. Did they ever have a dragon fight in that game? It seems like they'd be able to make something like that work.
Seems a little ambitious.
Oh.
It's a fairy story. This should be like the Matrix where they pull out a big thing full of assault rifles and stuff.
Guns. Lots of guns. That was one of my favorite things about the later John Wick movies is that they were like so shameless in bringing back Matrix shit. They're like, as soon as we get Lawrence Fishburne, it's like fuck it. Like let's just have fun with it.
People liked those movies.
Well, people like that movie. Let's
I
not be
mean,
too crazy.
okay, the other ones, the story was wackadoo, but I remember, like, when I was like 11 or whatever, and I watched it, I was like, wow, there's some sick fights in here.
Yeah.
Which is, and John Wick, the premise of it is sick fights, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
So why not?
and also like, welcome, Mr. Wick. Do you have a coin for us? Or whatever?
They're gonna make more of those without Keanu Reeves and just like, oh, it's in the same universe, but it's about different assassins.
The Wickiverse?
Yeah, the Wickerverse. And as fun as that world is, I see that going very badly very quickly.
Yeah, there's only so far you can take, like, crazy fights.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Somebody doesn't know how to treat an infection.
Fantasy infection.
Yeah.
And infection, but it starts with an E and has a Y in there.
I think fantasy infections are handled pretty well. Because usually it's like, oh, no one can heal this because it's magic. Which is pretty realistic to, like, nobody being able to heal it because it's an illness. And they don't get that.
Yeah, but then everyone just goes to Billy Crystal and Princess Bride.
Yeah, why didn't they have Billy Crystal in this movie?
That's a good question. What's Billy been up to? What's he been doing recently?
Hosting the Oscars. Just I don't know. He had that Quibi series, and then he just kind of dropped off the.
That's sad. That's a sad way to go. That's how Rob. Speaking of Princess Bride, that's how Carl Reiner went. That was so fucking sad. That Carl Reiner's last screen performance was in a Quibi show.
It stands for quick bites.
It's that makes sense because it quickly bit the dust.
They should have just made a YouTube channel and put them on there. Why didn't they do
Yeah.
that? What was?
It's funny because it was like at that same time when when that was coming out. It was like, oh, the premise is like every episode is 15 minutes, and then Netflix just made a bunch of shows that had 15-minute episodes, and was like, oh, well, okay, never mind.
We've been watching a lot of original Star Trek recently, and in 1968 they could do a better fake pointy ear than on this woman in this movie. This looks really bad.
Yeah,
Also, are Legolas's ears not pointy? Like he just
no,
doesn't
they
have a
are
point.
a little bit.
It
They need.
it looks like he was like, I don't want to do it, and they just like kind of taped his ear a little bit.
No, they need it to be smaller so that they can grow into the original trilogy.
I see.
That's continuity.
Later,
That's 100 years of growth that makes it pointier.
later he'll fall and his ears will get caught on a metal post and stretch out.
Like a Home Alone trout, yeah.
Why would he have this?
Prophecy! Yay! I love prophecies because it's just that scene in the Muppet movie where the characters get the script.
Ah, the king, the Arkenstone.
Wait a minute, I'm not the main character. This is Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean. Can you imagine how much filth and shit?
How many houses does he own?
He's a fantasy landlord.
I was gonna say everybody's like, oh, tough times. I don't see any homeless. You know,
That's because they all drowned.
didn't Bilbo like climb a tree earlier? Why
Oh,
did he
this
get
is
to
wait
run
a
up
minute.
a?
This is the Matrix gun scenes. We finally got here.
Are they gonna get back in jail? I can't remember how many times they go into jail. It's like a lot.
I oh my God. Uh they definitely go to Dragon Jail, I think at some point.
Really? The dragon puts them in jail?
Well, I mean, why not, right? Well,
Yeah. See, isn't that a good guard design? How did these cut rate guards get on them immediately?
was that Sean Bean?
No, it was just another. No, because that guy doesn't die. Wait, he was in the original, wasn't he, Sean Bean? Yeah.
Yeah, Boromir.
Enemies of the state.
I will say one good thing about this movie. Thank God it was made in 2013 and not 2018, or else this guy would have been a Trump allegory.
Oh man. Yeah. Forget it. Did that woman have a candle in her head?
It does look like some of the guards have torches
Yeah.
on their helmets. On their helmets that look like fucking bulbs. They look like the Great Fairies in Breath of the Wild.
I've always wondered How long does a torch actually last?
In the snow, especially. That's a good question.
I mean, like, how much stuff is really in there? Depending on what movie I'm watching, I feel like it's either like a minute or as long as the scene is until dropped.
How long does it? No, not a torch vape.
How long does a vape last?
Medieval torches could last a few hours, depending on how they were made.
Oh, okay.
That's according to homework.study.com. So I'll trust that.
Sounds
I'll
legit.
trust that with my life.
Now, if this was 2018, Thorin would be the Trump allegory. We're gonna make Lake Town better again. We're gonna. Riven. He hasn't even said anything about the Arkenstone.
That's how you know this isn't a serious scene. Yeah.
This is one of the filler episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I that always irks me when people say that about something like, "Oh, it's a filler episode." Filler of what? You know?
Every audience member's main investment in anything is this going to show up on the Wikipedia page? If not, get it out of here.
Yeah, I think it's like a capitalism thing. Like people's obsession with productivity in their own life means that shows have to be productive in order to
I could
be
see that.
successful.
It's also everyone getting prestige television brained,
Yeah.
where it's like this is yeah, it's the addiction part of it where it's like this is only worth my attention investment if a thing happens.
I want it to pay off.
Pay off. It needs to pay off. It's like
Yeah. Which Seinfeld episodes are part of the main plot, and which ones are filler?
That's actually not the best example because the best Seinfeld episodes were the season where George gets married and the season where they make a fake television show. But yeah, that's why like the poker face show where they're just like we're doing Columbo again. Fuck all of you. Like that's gonna be the main thing going forward. People are gonna get sick and tired of watching 3 seasons of a television show and then it getting canceled by Netflix.
Yeah, I just want to watch an ep. I want the
That
opportunity to watch them out of order.
that's my whole thing. I have this whole thing. Lost as a television show is like 20 times better than Game of Thrones. Like it's the most similar show because the endings disappointed everyone, but every episode of Game of Thrones ends with, "Ooh, what's going to happen next time?"
Oh,
And every episode of Lost ends. They tell a story. Some parts of it are overarching, but most of it is just in one episode and then the episode fucking ends and then another episode starts. So that's my whole. I don't know how many of your bird watching followers will relate to that, but
well, they want you to click next episode. That's
yeah, exactly.
I can't believe they kicked this guy out of the party just because he's sick and dying. The company.
Again, thank God this wasn't made in 2021, or else this would be a pandemic story.
Buy my beard. How are these dwarves not like boiling hot all the time? They're wearing so many layers.
It's cold. Don't you see the ice?
Look at that. That's a little greasy CGI guy. Oh.
I need you to entertain our audience for 30 seconds while I get some water.
All right, I'll just Oh no, this poor dwarf is going to die.
Good job, leaving you in good hands.
Yeah. What's going to happen? I wonder if Beetle the And what is his name? Bard? Beetle? Please, my son is very sick. The dwarves. It's just me here. So I'll just say this. There's no way that's a real mountain. I wonder which, like, is maybe this real? The first part of this, and then the back part is CGI? I guess this is a good travel shot. It shows they're actually going somewhere. I don't like how often people stick their swords into rocks or on other things. It seems like they wouldn't be very sharp. Especially since they're just like crappy swords in the lake town. That's the title. They said the title of the movie. Oh, man. Okay, they said a ticking clock. You missed, they said the title of the movie. They said the
Oh my
Desolation
God.
of Smaug.
Oh my God, I missed it. Fuck.
Yeah. And
We gotta
also
start over.
they established a ticking clock, so they gotta get there by sundown for some reason.
Oh yeah, good. Glad that we're in a rush. We wouldn't want to we wouldn't want to speed through the remaining 70 minutes of this fucking movie.
Oh my lord. The Hill of Sorcery. Gandalf is doing a full tour.
Again, I just imagine the Dark Souls title, The Hill of Sorcery.
Gandalf, Grey Wizard. Nobody
Didn't he say he
cackles.
needed to go back?
Yeah, he said he was going to go back, and then he went to the Hill of Sorcery instead. Also, it looks like the other guy got leukemia in between the last shot in this one. Doesn't he look like...
I don't imagine you, as an actor, take this role if you're in good health, so...
It's either this or a Breaking Bad situation for that guy. He's not moving. He's walking so slowly. How did he get anywhere?
He wasn't walking slowly. He was trying not to hit the green screen.
Oh, he was doing the going downstairs behind a couch. Yeah, I'll just go over to the Hill of Sorcery. Oh, I remember this part sucks super, super bad.
Oh, hell yeah. To pull out that sword, 85-year-old Ian McKellen.
He just like, I remember there's a lot of like screaming. He just sort of like points the staff around, I think. Also, I think we see a shadow of a shadow, or there's just some random skulls there. That's always good. They're reusing the forest set here.
This is why you give Ian McKellen Magneto, right? You make him do this, point his hands out, and then do all the action around him. It's fine.
They blew it up. Those damn dirty apes. They blew it up. Oh, he just gave himself +3 AC.
Hell yeah.
Elving Speakish.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the orc is here.
Why does he have a robot hand? Did I
it's a
forget
big-
about that?
Yeah, wait a second. Is that new?
Why does he get a turkey bone for an arm?
Did he lose a hand last movie, or did he always have that?
I don't know, man. The hidden door.
If they have a map, why are they all just going around randomly?
Like it's a Korok puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have keen eyes. What are you talking about?
It's
That's a giant
It's
statue.
a huge staircase built into the rock.
There's a fucking Tetris screen.
Yeah, wait a second.
Two
No,
feet in front of
it's-
you.
You have keen eyes. You saw the gigantic dwarf statue. Don't they? Sorry, is Thorin not from here? Isn't he? Didn't we see him here? in like the
It was
first part of the movie.
it was a long time ago. He fantasy forgot.
What's he got? The key?
Oh, I remember this.
There's like a
It takes
speech that
it
comes up.
it it
There's like
takes a long time for them to realize that the last light means the moonshine.
they're all standing in the way. They're all blocking the light. I wonder if the expository dwarf is going to have any pertinent lore. They just got all these nice weapons. They're just destroying them.
There we go.
Is the
Thanks.
powerful magic the fact that it is made of stone? Is that the powerful magic?
I love stuff like this where it's like, oh no, the sun's down, but because of the way the movie's lit, like there's so much goddamn light everywhere.
I think even at night, it's going to be pretty light in the night scene. I always have to remind myself that, like, in a movie, when they show people walking around and it's darkness, it's probably, like, pitch black.
Yeah.
We had but one chance.
I always wonder, like, when you're writing a scene like this in a movie like this, how do you, as a writer, like, convince yourself that the audience forgot that there's another movie and a half of this? Right? Like, how do you sit there and be like, okay, we'll really get them. We'll make everyone feel really despondent because they lost their final chance in the 240th minute of this 600-minute film series.
You make them, maybe they'll think, like, oh, they'll get in another way. They'll get in through the dragon hole or whatever. This is why you never set up only one entrance to some place. You know?
Yeah, it's the it's the magic thing where if there's only one way that you could do a magic trick, that's probably how you did it.
Hey guys, I found the way in.
It's the bird. The bird is the keyhole.
Okay, we gotta scrutinize here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not a thrush, I gotta say. They said when the thrush knocks.
Why does that look like a curved dong? Oh, it's gone.
Make sure you
They would
mark
have been
it,
able to.
Bilbo.
Yeah, they would have been able to very easily find that, even without. It's not the biggest door in the world.
Yeah, they could have searched that.
Search it for keyholes.
Oh, he's not gonna find it. Oh. Oh, good thing that guy
Dun,
was there.
dun, dun,
How did he
dun.
get back up there?
Very quietly.
And how did he style his hair?
Oh God.
They all got back up there? Avengers Assemble.
Fucking Ocean's 11 shot. Jesus Christ. Okay, see, even in this shot, that is very obviously the keyhole. You didn't need a goddamn RPG puzzle to figure that out.
It's because the keyhole doesn't spawn in until you get the moon effect.
Yeah.
There's a layer that's removed from the graphics. Thorin!
Yeah. Would have been very easy to pixel hunt there. Look at, you know what? Shout out to Exposition Dwarf. He's so happy whenever the plot moves forward. You got to give him credit for that.
Oh, I'm tired of these filler quests. We need to recover the Arkenstone and find the 12 collectibles. I'll mark it on your map. Do you think, like, I'm pretty poisoned, I guess, by video games. Do you think people really marked things on maps in, like, the days of cartography? Isn't, like, a map, like, an expensive thing?
Yeah, but I'm sure you had like idiots, like
Quest givers.
like dumbasses or trade merchants, people that need maps but don't know enough about how to keep a map, in good condition.
Wouldn't people just follow, like... Is this a picture of the Arkenstone? Is that what we're looking at? Yeah, here we go. Thank you, Exposition Dwarf.
Looks like the fucking
It's
Metropolis
a rupee.
movie
It's
poster.
1 rupee.
It's a
Oh, Arkenstone. Oh, okay. You've got to go get it. Why do they need the stone again?
you know, because of this stuff.
The divine right of kings.
Yeah.
Can't you do something?
Arkenstone. Zoom.
Okay, this guy just said pig's weed.
That's when that's when the cop confiscates you, but takes it from the evidence locker.
There's only one Arkenstone. This guy,
The one wiki to rule them all page for the Arkansas describes it as an heirloom. So
that doesn't seem quite right. Oh, Exposition Dwarf doesn't know.
No. Oh, because Exposition Dwarf also takes on some Joseph Campbell responsibilities. So he needs to let us know where the point of no return is.
Yeah, are you sure you finished your business in Dale?
You will not be able to return once this mission
mist?
starts.
Is there mist here that he's supposed to walk through? No, it's a stealth mission. It can't be the final boss.
Oh yeah, okay.
Are we supposed to? If there's a dragon.
Oh, good. We're giving Exposition Dwarf Marvel lines. So that happened.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Why would he just leave it like that?
This does make me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
God, back to the. Now I'm looking forward to the Scrooge McDuck scene.
Yeah. It makes me sad that there's not a scene in the third movie where Martin Freeman has a conversation with a CGI with a CGI monster that lasts for too long. Because that's a fun through line in the first two that I don't believe continues in the third.
Wait, was that which one was it in the first? Was it the troll?
Smeagol.
He didn't. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
There
that
was
really.
a long conversation with Gollum.
They're like, we got to make room for all the riddles. Oh man. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ha 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 ha. Oh,
He looks.
I'm an old man. This was a bad idea.
This is what I expect the entire new Indiana Jones movie to be. It's just an old man getting punched and thrown to the ground a lot.
They're gonna have Harrison Ford actually do the stunts. Just like they just keep filming new ones until he dies.
This is how they trick them. They're all airplane stunts.
What
That's
is?
always like, hell yeah, let's go.
It's over.
It's
Is it?
Jover.
Is I forget? Did the Eagles get him here?
I know the other. I think other elves do.
The elves? Are you- Oh God! More
Poor
Gandalf
dogs.
jumping is probably on the way.
He doesn't. There's no running onto individual stones as a bridge crumbles. That doesn't happen until the next movie.
It happened in the last one. Okay, this
Did
sucks.
it?
What?
Expecto Patronum.
Whatever this is sucks. Yeah, it's the same effect. You were right. Maybe they are recycling stuff. Oh, he
Oh
destroyed the.
no, this looks really
His
bad.
orb is getting smaller. We don't like that. We like when the orb is large. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Oh
No,
wait.
no, no. The orb.
This probably I can't imagine that there's a scene where the music helps out more than this one.
Oh, no, the orb. I bet he can do it another time, though. Yeah, this is what I remember as being like an insane thing that doesn't make any sense. No. Oh, man.
Oh, that looks like it hurts.
Are they just gonna kill him? What about all the orcs who were like right over there? Oh, he's the guy in the eye.
Yeah, we know, Gandalf. You don't
Is
need to
the eye
say.
supposed to be like the wound in the side of Christ from the from the Spear of Destiny? Are we pulling back some like medieval marginalia? Is there like Fisher
Well,
King parallels in this that I didn't know about
one
previously?
wiki to rule them all. Save me now. Eye of Sauron meaning.
The Eye of Sauron means that he's a watching guy. He likes to look.
I remember there was I think that like there was actually an explanation for it in the video games. I think that the Shadow of Mordor gets into it at some point.
Why he's an eye?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I mean I like it. Uh, Makes sense. Big evil guy, make him an eye. Sure. I was just wondering if they wanted to add some more symbolism. They wanted to layer a little symbolism on top. I like how among also the gold and jewels, there's just a couple pieces of ceramic in this. Like, yeah, not all the treasure's top notch. Also, is that a Buster sword just right of the column there?
I wonder if there's just a bunch of Easter eggs in here.
Probably.
One wiki isn't giving me any philosophical. Uh,
I think they try to keep that off of wikis, which is
yeah, probably.
a classic a classic advantage of forums over wikis.
I was about to say Quora might help us out
Oh
here.
yeah.
And also probably if I looked into it, the talk or discussion page where editors talk about changes to Wikipedia articles, which is the best part of Wikipedia that no one ever uses, is that talk tab. But
I think you just have to. It's like prose only. You have to get into it. Oh man, this is tough because unlike last time where we started early in the morning, we're watching this movie at night, and I am sleepy. And this movie is not exciting enough.
No, not at all. And and
This is
we're
the
about to get a lot
Scrooge
of.
McDuck scene where the gold flows around like water. And the
It looks
Scrooge.
like cheap. It looks like cheap gold.
It looks like Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Like it's
And the color grading isn't helping. Maybe this looks better in 60 FPS, where the shine can make the opulence
I
of the
don't
wealth
I
even
don't think so.
slimier.
It's all looks like it's supposed to be because it's dark or whatever, right?
Cora's telling me that basically Peter Jackson made up the disembodied eye as a symbol.
So there's no Illuminati secrets.
Nah.
Damn. I thought I could really do something. I feel like
In the books, only Gollum has actually met Sauron and described him as a guy with a hand.
with a
So
hand,
yeah.
that could be anybody. How do we know he met Sauron? That could have been any. Yeah, he was like he had like a hand, is what I
I
remember about him.
I will say I'm going to spoil a little bit of the television show.
No, no. Okay, fine, whatever.
One of the things about the television show is that it takes place it's like a condensed version of a bunch of backstory or whatever. And in the first season, one of the characters is secretly Sauron.
And he's just like a guy.
He's just like a guy. And just like at some point in the show, one of the guys is like, "Oh, by the way,
My name is
I'm Sauron."
Sauron. Heard of me? You will.
And I like that about the show because it was fun having a character that used to be just an evil eye to like have a face and thoughts about things. But yeah, so
Does he not see him? Oh, he's wearing the ring.
he's wearing the ring. The stink lines, the sepia stink lines.
Sorry, I thought my computer was starting to wear out.
They should have just kept in uh Cumberbatch in a mocap suit for this scene.
Yeah, that'd be good, I guess. It's just him crawling around in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
There we
sucks.
go.
I hate that, man.
This this is
I
the
don't
best.
know
This is,
why. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It's just like, ooh, big splashy gold.
it clearly is like they took inspiration from Scrooge McDuck.
Where do people have contact with Scrooge McDuck in the modern age? I know there's a new DuckTales. Does he swim in money in that one?
I can't imagine that he doesn't. I think the theme song. I've never seen a single episode of that television show.
The new one or the old one?
Of either of them, but I knew about the theme song, DuckTales, ooh da 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 da, and I had probably seen a clip of him diving into money during the opening credits of that.
Right. I read for whatever reason I did not believe them, an absurd amount of Donald Duck and Scrooge McDuck comics. Like
Okay, yeah, I can see. Yeah,
there's like so many of them. I don't know why. There's like one where there's a whole series where they go to the moon and stuff, and
wasn't one of them
they're fighting
like
against
turning?
Glomgold.
Yeah, wasn't one of them like turned into like a science fiction thing,
They're
like
all
Duck McSpaceman?
oh Uh, that's you
Quack
know
quack quack solo.
Quack Solo. Yeah, I think you're Launchpad.
But
Are you talking
but
about
but
Launchpad McQuack? Or
yeah,
well,
yeah.
he's not science. He's just the pilot.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think he's a pelican, maybe, but he's like a duck.
I might be thinking of like a Looney Tunes Daffy Duck thing too.
There's the glowing stone that they
Oh my
made for the
God.
movie.
I don't know why this scene is happening. Um,
He should do
I
the
also
game of riddles. He should do the game of riddles. He just learned a bunch of bangers from Gollum.
yeah. Well, that happened in the last movie. He's forgotten them just as much as we have.
Barrel Rider. God, I hate that.
The facial animations, I don't remember them being this bad. I remember it
Where
being a
are the
talking.
dwarves hiding? He's really, they really wanted you to know that the dragon was talking.
It looks like I don't know, like someone editing like a Game of Thrones scene. Like it looks like a YouTube poop.
It looks like Mr. Ed.
They just put a bunch of peanut butter in a dragon's mouth.
The dragon is not as scary once you see it, you know? That's the whole problem.
No, not at all.
It looks goofy.
There's no distinguishing it from any of the other CGI
Also, he
sludge.
talks way too much. Probably because they got a famous voice actor for him.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like a dragon just communicating with like telepathy or whatever.
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3
Oh, really?
yesterday. Yeah, and they have Cosmo the space dog in it, and the way that they do it is it's just a dog. It's just a dog and it has a helmet that a voice actor like speaks the dog's thoughts from, and it's like perfect. Like that's excellent.
That's all you need.
I don't need another Rocket Raccoon in that. Just make it a fucking dog.
Are we going to die, Daw? Yep. Uh.
I heard that the new Dungeons and Dragons
Oh,
movie is kind
he's got the arrow. He's got the
he's got
last
the
arrow.
thing. Yeah. How do they
Where's
know
his
that the dragon's
wife?
gonna
Didn't he have a
come?
wife
Died off screen. Uh,
in the last 20 minutes?
we didn't have time for it. I've heard that the new Dungeons and Dragons movie is kind of like this, so apologies if that movie fulfills this requirement, but we need like a Monty Python of like this scale and budget. Just a fantasy movie just that's just there for jokes with this because you don't need to change much about this style to
You
make
could
it incredibly fucking funny.
you could probably take this movie and with the stuff that you have, recut it and make it funny. Yeah, like if I was given full access to like everything they shot and
Yeah.
all of the whatever, I could crank it up.
I tried something with that. I tried something like that with the Marvel movies a couple years ago where I tried to edit a bunch of them into a television show.
Did it
That was a
work?
lot of fun. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. I've long lost it, but I remember having fun with it.
Bane.
It was around the time Infinity War came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is just a TV show. God damn it! I got tricked into thinking these were fucking movies." Uh, and so I just made it a television show.
Braga, you're under arrest.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're all
fight the
dirty
power.
cops.
Oh yeah, we got kid action scene. Thank God.
They always
See,
have a
he's not.
platforming section.
This must have been after Assassin's Creed came out, and he was like, "Hell yeah,
Peter Jackson.
yeah."
He's like, yeah, I just dropped 400 hours into this. Time to make my movie.
Peter Jackson's probably a gamer.
Oh, that would just kill him. Why would he hit him with it like that? Do you think he plays anything besides the Lego Lord of the Rings? I guess Lego The Hobbit.
Um,
Did they make that?
Beatles rock band, for sure.
Yeah, Beatles Rock Band.
They probably made a King Kong game adaptation in 2005. I think he plays that.
Game Boy version.
PS Vita.
PJ on the PS Vita. Wow,
Lego.
there's some
The
development.
Hobbit.
There's some development here because that guy, remember the Hobbit's name.
They did make Lego the Hobbit.
Oh, really? Probably better than the movie.
They made it in 2014, which was a year after this movie came out.
Wait, they
And
made it just for the first one?
they made it for the first two and canceled DLC for the third.
They can't because the third movie was so bad, or because the game didn't sell.
It was reported at the London Toy Fair that DLC would be released covering the events of the final film. However, no
I feel
no
like
DLC was released.
Lego game and DLC are not really the same audiences.
Well, microtransaction DLC for sure. Like you add in um, different characters
You add
after
in
the fact,
what?
and make it very, very easy for children to pay $5 for it.
That seems yeah. So, how would they distinguish between the 8 identical dwarves in the uh, Lego game with less detail than real actors?
That's a really good fucking question.
You just start going through the character wheel and you just get dwarf after dwarf.
Well, I think the Lego movies have a history of doing that because those movies like or those games. I remember I played the Star Wars games and they would distinguish between different types of battle droids and stormtroopers, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I don't know the difference between like a regular trooper and a super trooper
Well, they
and
have capes. They have capes. The
it
colored
was
capes.
yeah it was I remember it being more granular than that though.
Okay, yeah, we're doing the physics again. Bonk.
You know what this also is? This is the scene from the animated movie Robots, where
Yeah.
the big fat, I think Mel Brooks, inventor
Oh, he's
robot,
missing his
surfs
scale.
surfs on a pile of gold.
Is it gold or dominoes? I thought he had dominoes.
I think you're right. It is Domino's. Yeah.
Why would he have gold? Did they eat gold in that? Pick up the big stone. Why? Watch it. Just is it uranium?
Oh, I remember this. This was actually a thing. Yeah. He's like, I like the rock.
Thorin? Or
Yeah.
the dragon.
No, no, Thorin. As after he gets it, it becomes a thing where he's like, mmm, shiny rock.
Isn't that just like a dwarf thing?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he
I
just
don't see
bring
how that would
fire?
work.
Yeah, we're really getting a lot of that.
Invisibility doesn't seem very helpful in this situation.
It worked, I guess.
Yeah.
What'd they think was gonna happen?
Go on, heist. Do it.
Do it. Don't Where is it? It could be anywhere. How is his
Yeah, what
face not damaged at all from being hit with a sharp log?
is it in his contract? You're not allowed.
They did facial reconstruction surgery while he was in the jail.
Well, there's the pig's weed.
Yeah, pig's weed.
Fucking delivered, I guess.
That pig cameo cost $300,000. That's a famous pig. Ow.
That pig was Grumpy Cat.
I have a splinter in my hand from something. Wood, I guess. Ah. What if they just killed the kids in this?
That'd be cool.
It'd be a twist.
Yeah. I don't. Oh wow.
Oh, they
I don't
did it.
believe that they show up in three. So
Yeah, those kids
why
have to
not?
die. It's what is it? Chekhov's kids. If you show kids in the first act, then they have to die in that. Do you think the music here helps, or the sound effects, or any of that?
I I could see it going two ways. It could be wacky. Oh, that was a horrible cut.
Yeah, what was
What
that?
the fuck?
That sucked. Why did we look at the knife for like 3 seconds?
We didn't even. It was a jump cut. Like what the fuck?
Were we supposed to know something about that knife?
Oh, this is. Oh man.
Ugh. So many corpses.
It's so claustrophobic, and yet the inside still looks animated.
It
Like
is
if
a,
you're doing a fight scene of this, you take advantage of the fact that it's all in a cramped little space, but this is trying to treat it like all the other fight
well,
scenes.
as we've seen, this is a huge house with like 30 rooms, and then also there's a second house.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll just have all the fight scenes in this room.
oh my god. Oh, come on. Don't, that sucks, man. Like,
A lot of this is very Call of Duty Kills dubstep remix.
yeah. It's like interesting. I guess it's more interesting when it's in like a battle and he's like one guy among many and there's like clearly something at stake.
Right.
I feel like he's like just going and like killing thousands of orcs on his own and like feeling nothing.
Or like in what one thing I remember from the original movies was that he and Gimli were trying to show off.
That's true.
And so
Yeah.
they were being assholes during fight scenes, which is fun because it added to those characters. But now it's just like, is he doing that for her now?
I mean, I think we are supposed to believe that he's doing that, right? Wasn't his dad saying that they were going to be married or something like that?
Sure, why not? Why else would she be here?
Oh, the gold is all melted.
I like how
The Arkenstone.
yeah, in Thorne's mind, he was just checking in on the heist, and he just barged into the bank and screamed, "You're alive!"
I want me stone.
What part of the first movie established that he would even like have the skill set to be thought of as someone who could do this, you know?
Gandalf said so. That's it. That's actually we don't actually know why Gandalf picked this random guy. Like he had never spoken to Gandalf, right? Before like the first scene in this.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, because I think that was one of the things that differentiated him from Frodo. Because obviously Frodo had that relationship early on.
Yeah, that would
Oh, my
work.
back.
Oh, just a little bit of fire on me. Well, let me just rub these in water and put them on the wound. Something that only an elf could do for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is he freaking out? He got
Great question.
rabies. Oh, that looks bad. Take off the leg.
Do you remember his name?
Tallman.
I
Tallman. I don't remember any of the dwarves' names.
no,
I think there's
no,
one
yeah.
named like. There's one named Gloin, but I only know that because of the books. Oh my god. I can hear my upstairs neighbor, and they for sure have COVID. That's the worst cough I've ever heard. That sounded so bad. That sounded like the last cough a guy ever gives. Holy crap.
But
They're doing the
how?
scene from the first movie where Frodo wakes up in Rivendell.
Yeah, it's bad. How can your roommate, or not your roommate, how can your neighbor have COVID? COVID's over.
That's true. It's
We
no,
did it.
it's just not an
We
emergency anymore.
we did it, Joe.
I don't care about him. That's I don't have to care about him anymore. Listen, Fat. How did they get away from the dragon? Isn't the dragon like filling up the whole place?
They went in a hole. The Western Garden. Oh, of course.
Isn't there only one way in? Isn't that why they spent all this time going to that one place?
Yeah, but we can't go through that place anymore. So now we'll just go through the other place.
The dwarves built fucking emergency exits into the.
Yeah.
I guess that is a dwarven thing that they might have like a building code. You know, it was cool in the first movie to have all of these bridges that are like over something. But now I wonder if maybe they're using that as a way to prevent the characters from moving outside the green screen range.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. This is all filmed in the same square. This is where Gandalf was fighting. This is where like they went up against the Orc King last movie. This is where they meet with the elves. Like
I
it,
remember some article where Ian McKellen like cried on this set and was like, "This is not acting." Why was his head on a pile of nuts? Is there like a D's nuts joke they were trying to look at that? What is he going on? They
I
didn't have
think
a pillow?
some of these elves probably have these nuts names. Like there's one of them named like Bofer.
Yeah, Beaufort is good. Um, Admiral Ligma, you know.
Holder unto.
Oh my god. There is a guy named Holder. Isn't that one of the guys? That might be this guy.
What I imagine that most of these actors
Were executed after these
have,
movies.
have gone to actor jail.
Were tried in front of a public jury.
Again, like Evangeline Lilly got cast as the Wasp in Ant-Man, which is pretty rough.
Yeah, you gotta be like, if you were like one of the early Marvel guys, you know, you've got to feel pretty bad about that because you don't get a second shake. You don't get to come back as another character.
No, yeah.
Except for, what's his face? Peter Serafinowicz. He was two guys. Nobody gave a crap about that.
Fucking Circus recently did that in Star Wars. He came back as a second guy.
That's good. They should just do that more often.
Yeah. Again, I've been watching Columbo, and
Wow, look at that.
Columbo
Are these
does that all the
real
time.
corpses that have been turned to ash? Oh, we could try
The,
to go to
the,
the mines.
these are the test screeners for the first try at 60 FPS.
Clawing for breath. I think it's like Jeff Bridges pretty much did like the best Marvel villain, and he did it like movie one. You
Yeah,
know,
and that's just out.
I keep thinking about that line. I can't remember why somebody posted a clip or something where it's like, Tony Stark built this with a box of scraps. You know, we're talking about the.
Yeah, talking about the energy
He really brought it there.
in a cave. Yeah. Fun fact, that scene, I don't know why I know this. That scene, there's like a scientist guy that he's talking to. That scientist guy is the kid from A Christmas Story, the
What?
actor,
Which kid?
and the main kid from A Christmas Story.
Oh, jeez.
And he shows up later in the Marvel movie, in the Spider-Man movie, where the villain is all of Tony Stark's aggrieved ex-coworkers.
And so he was doing that, but he wouldn't come back for that Christmas Story reboot they did. And all right, and we're back on the thrill ride.
We're back to a Donkey Kong Country level.
Send word to Dole your these nuts.
This movie would be vastly improved by Seth Rogen cartoon Donkey Kong.
I assume you saw the Mario movie.
I did. I wasn't planning to, but I was having a bad day, and I was like, you know what would make me happy? Nintendo.
It was it was serviceable.
It
They had all
it's
the
it
bits.
it was slightly better than Sonic the Hedgehog, which makes it the best video game movie ever made. Which is what I said about Sonic the Hedgehog in comparison to Pokemon Detective Pikachu. So we're watching the
We gotta get that tier list coming out. You
the what?
You gotta get your tier list. You gotta make the all video game movies. Would you include this as one of the video game movies?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's not based off the book, so
Did they make a game out of this? Seems like, you know,
this seems a bit late for the game adaptation. Again, they probably outsource it to Lego. And this would have been while they were making Shadow of Mordor, so I guess so I would imagine not.
they should have made a
This is like yeah.
match three mobile game for you like get Arkenstones for points.
They probably did a lot of those like Avengers. They made a lot of mobile like endless runners out of Avengers movies for
Really?
during that time, yeah. But
That's
this is also in the middle of Warner Brothers actually becoming a video game studio because like Arkham they were doing the Arkham series at this time, so they were like, we'll just do that for Lord of the Rings. Which makes sense. Those Shadow of Mordor games, I didn't finish the second one, but the first one was fucking great.
they should make a game where you're the like shitty mayor of Lake Town and you have to manage the town and like increase funds and stuff. And then,
Become a corrupt fantasy
and
leader.
then you find out like 30 days in that there's a timer and you have to prepare the town for a dragon attack. That would probably be a more interesting game.
That'd be great DLC for like Stardew Valley.
You need to prepare for like waves and waves of enemies.
they so they made the Lego Hobbit game, and then and then they made a board game.
Okay, look at how the dragon is moving here. It's he's just like sneaking down there. I think the music must be doing a lot of work
Oh yeah,
because
this is bad.
the dragon just doesn't look very powerful, I guess.
And I remember the dragon stuff being kind of fun in this movie, and I'm gonna guess that a lot of that was the visual or the music.
How
Like this is fucking stupid.
look at that. He like stuttered there for a second. Did you see that?
I just
We're
saw.
losing frames. We're losing frames in this movie.
Well, some of that might be uh, the
No,
fun
because
realities of Zoom.
Thorin was moving smoothly and the dragon was
Oh yeah, well there has been some of that I don't know if that's the copy that I have, but like when Gandalf was doing his orbs, there was a lot of that. It just looked
yeah.
horrible.
Did they seriously just say we don't have any fire? Well, this isn't going to work. We don't have any fire. And there's no fire-breathing dragons nearby.
Oh no, he's taunting the dragon.
Oh, they all died because they're inches away from the hottest flame ever. Good thing there was already fuel in there, I guess.
Yeah, sure. It lasts. Medieval torches, remember?
It's coal.
Clean coal.
Thank God they invented clean coal in Middle Earth. Now that's a fantasy. It's brought to you by the American Coal Institute.
Yeah.
Is that how the bellows work? They have a guy who has to jump down and do that?
We moved again. This feels like a Donkey Kong game. Bait the dragon into lighting the torches, and then swing on the ropes.
Yeah, you have to hit him 3 times with this. In the third phase, the projectiles have an overlapping pattern, so you have to use the parry. Did he say Jiffy? I guess that's a thing dwarves might say. It seems
Yeah,
too
I could
modern.
see that. Where's the sulfur?
They're gonna make fantasy gunpowder. Did they get that stone?
Oh my god. Are those statues from the first trilogy? Because they look stupid as fuck. Oh my god, they got Walter White meth.
Smaug. We have to. No, it's the statues of the first trilogy, but they made them pog so they can have gold come out of them.
Again, this is a video game movie. Oh my god.
No, it's water, I guess.
No, it's liquid Walter White meth.
What was the sulfur for?
Oh, that water looks bad. Oh, water is so hard to CGI right, and they did
Yeah.
not CGI that right.
If this was all automated, why did they have the dwarves down here? Why did they show us a scene of 5 guys hitting the same rock with a hammer?
They just really knew that we would fall in love with these characters. What is that supposed to be? That looked
Molten.
like
It's something
that,
molten.
that looked like a Doom texture.
That's the first thing that's probably looks correct for what it is. And they picked so bad. They should have made that look like glittering gold and not just like it looks like the slime from E1M1. Okay, it is fantasy gunpowder.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. I guess they were waiting to show us that.
Yeah, tease us. Rule of threes. Oh no, that's not liquid, my friends. Oh my God.
Well,
What the?
see what I'm saying about the
Whoa.
frames?
That looked like a PS1 cutscene. Holy shit.
See,
This
if you didn't
looks like
show
Tomb Raider 1.
if you
Jesus
that's moving so
Christ.
fast for liquid gold. Um, as somebody who has melted gold and floated down stuff, you know, hire once again, hire me for your movies. I'll tell you what the metal viscosities are. Is he running a wheelbarrow through there? What's going on? Okay, he's
All right, you know what? You know what?
I'm coming around on this.
This is getting kind of good. He just threw a wheelbarrow into liquid gold and is surfing on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
See, if I was going to recut the movie to make it funnier, when it cuts back to him, he'd be doing the, like, dead Peter Griffin pose on the ground. He's still surfing on this gold?
Thorn grunts.
Where's it going? Just into a hole?
Yeah, sure, away.
Why did they have those forges? Hmm. Oh. The barrels come back.
Love it. Again, like this as a adaptation of a video game and as source inspiration for a Universal Studios ride. This is kind of growing on me. So thank God we're back to Dragon Speak for for the entire energy to be brought down.
Oh yeah. Doesn't he die in like a second in the next movie?
Yes, he dies within 5 minutes of the third movie, and I say 5 minutes, and it might be 3 hours.
5 minutes in real time. In what a good movie would do. Maybe like
Yeah.
35. Did they mocap his like facial muscles into Smaug?
I think so, yeah. Because I've seen footage of Cumberbatch slithering on the floor doing the performance, and he's got all the face dots
The
and all the
performance.
cameras.
That's
Yeah,
generous of you. Um, the work
yeah. The
proselytizing as Smaug.
This is the same year that the first Last of Us came out, and so motion capture really having a moment.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the thing. It's full of gold. It's gonna come on out and hurt this guy, but then it
Yeah,
doesn't do anything in the end.
yeah.
So why did they do it? You know, because it was a fun scene.
Yeah. Again, we need to create plot as an addictive property. This would have been fun I mean, again, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy recently, and all of Guardians of the Galaxy should have just been a heist movie. None of them are heist movies, and they should have all been heist movies.
I
This
love
should have
this.
been
I
a
love
heist
this.
movie.
Where it just turns to liquid.
It's a fucking dumbass dragon.
It's just gonna explode.
Oh,
Why does it?
oh Lord, oh my, oh Jesus,
What? Huh?
oh, Boy.
This looks like a. Um, what is it? honeycomb ad.
Yeah. Not my Honey Nut Cheerios.
I couldn't remember the name. I haven't been on my cereal grind recently. I've been like slacking on that.
Yeah, I've been slacking as well, doing a lot of store bought.
I saw they have an Overwatch cereal now.
That's
It has
awesome.
Lucio on it. I don't even know if he's in the second one. All right, well, okay.
Oh
There's all the
man.
gold.
That's how liquid gold works, right?
It stays liquid forever, yeah.
It's raining gold.
Oh, did they get the Arkenstone or what? That's what I don't care about the rest of this stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Arkansas wasn't in the third movie.
Sorry, princess. The Arkenstone is in a castle.
I will admit, when one of the Toads said that to Mario in the Mario movie, I Leo pointed at the screen.
Yeah, that whole movie was Leo points. That was the.
I was happy with it.
I went to go see it with some pals. We made side bets on all the different references that were going to show up.
Whoever bet the over on that probably won.
Did we make
We
it?
did it. We made it. Oh, misty eye of the mountain.
Well, we got to sing along with the. Okay. I'm not sticking through the. Is there more? Or is it credits?
I can't imagine that there's an after credit scene.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no. Well, even if there is, well,
That's enough for me.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, he really contributed a lot to this situation.
Awesome.
Well, we have just one more of these movies. Just
Yes,
one more, he said.
One of the worst and longest movies ever fucking made. And that's saying something. This was the good one.
This was the good one? It was
I
better than the
remember.
last one, I guess.
I don't even know if I could say that. It's just all so.
I think in a theater,
It's
it
all
was
so
maybe better.
much.
Yeah, more popcorn and like go pee a couple times during it, not have to
And I
watch
think
the whole thing.
And I think I was less discerning with CGI monsters and was like, oh, I haven't seen a dragon, like
In a while.
be like that in a be like that in a movie, And so
Yeah.
it's cool that there was a lot of dragon and he was talking a lot. I remember that being cool.
They really hype him up, which is
yeah.
it's gonna be good to see him die and just kind of get that out of the way.
Yeah, and then we get to play my favorite game, which is count the armies because it's not 5.
Well,
And Orlando Bloom as Legolas.
yeah,
We did it. We
and
did it,
Hugh
folks.
Grant as the gold, as the Arkenstone. Well, join us
Hey,
again.
wait a minute. Where was Stephen Colbert? Holy shit.
He's in the
We missed-
third movie.
No, he's not. He's in this one. Colbert,
No chance.
Hobbit. Please, dear God. Did you? He was in. Yeah.
We miss him? Where did he go?
We missed him. What the fuck?
Was he one of the
Oh,
dwarves?
We're gonna. He
going
was
back?
he was a spy in the city. I want to find him.
A spy? Oh, like when that guy's going in the house? How is he getting like extras roles?
I don't
Shouldn't
know.
he like? Was this before his show?
I think it was in the middle. 2013. That would have been around the time he left Colbert Report and started the Late Show.
I feel like he could have got something with a line. Maybe he just didn't want it.
Maybe.
All right. Well, join us next time. And
I'll
yeah, we'll
I'll
post
find,
it in the
I'll find the screenshot and send it to you in real life.
I'll post it in the description. Boy.